The purpose of this video series is to share techniques we have learned and used at Down East Institute to help municipal shellfish committees enhance clam flats affordably and effectively. DEI was created to help sustain Maine's softshell clam resource. Providing seeds to towns is only one of the ways we do that. We think getting the right tools into the hands of shellfish committees can help the industry now and in the future.
In the 4th and 5th videos, we showed how to fill and deploy nursery trays and outlined the steps that you can take to prepare for overwintering your clam seed. In this video, we will discuss 2 different overwintering setups: placing overwintering cages on your LPA or overwintering using a land-based holding system.
One viable option for overwintering your softshell clam seed is to place your overwintering cages on your LPA. It's important that when you fill out your LPA that you include suspended overwintering cages as part of the application so as to make everything legal. It's important if you're going to use this method that you're able to get to the cages over the course of the winter to be able to check and make sure that they haven't become dislodged, that your gear stays in place, and that you can routinely pick them up and clean out the sediment from them. To suspend your cage, you'll simply place a weight on the bottom of your LPA. Could be a mushroom anchor, could be concrete blocks filled with Quickcrete. You just want something that's not going to go anywhere. You don't need a huge mooring block, but you do want something with some substantial weight. You can then tie a rope to the bottom of your overwintering cage, and to the top of your overwintering cage you can place a fairly small float that is large enough to suspend the cage but not too large that it removes the anchor from the sediment. You want your cage to be hung in the water column well under any potential icing, but far enough off the bottom that it's not going to come into contact with the bottom. You'll also need a line that goes up to the surface with a buoy so that you're able to retrieve your cage. Once in place, this will require very little maintenance, but we would recommend a monthly check on the cage to simply pull it up, make sure it's still in place, and to gently swish the cage back and forth up and down in the water to remove sediment that is going to build up in your bags. If you get too much sediment built up in your bags, it will smother the seed and they will die. And now you've done a lot of work for nothing. Another option that will require a bit more infrastructure and more cost is a land-based holding system. This could be as easy as an Exactic fish tray that has water running into it via a pump. It could be as large as an indoor lobster pound. It's really whatever you have access to. The important thing is that you have a backup generator or some backup in case the electricity goes out so that your water pump continues to pump water into the system. If the clams are out of water too long, or if the water is sitting stagnant too long, it could lead to loss. It's also really important in this system to have proper aeration. The clams will not feed during the winter due to cold temperatures, but they will still need to respire. So it's important that you have high levels of oxygen in the water because you're going to have these clams very dense in the bags, and it's important that they can still breathe.
Don't miss the final video in this series, in which we will explore possible seeding strategies for your overwintered clams.